Welcome to Greg and Mortis's Little World of Horror. This is my Blu-ray DVD update. It's been a couple weeks since my last update, and I've got a bunch of goodies. If you look at my little caption photo, you'll see it all. I try to lift them up, man, but I'm going to make a mess if I do. But I got some DVDs, a couple seasons, some VHS, some Blu-rays, so very excited to be back on this video. Once again, it has been a couple weeks, so some of these were gifts. Some of these were just at a really good deal that I couldn't pass up. So if you're new to the channel, thank you. Thumbs up to you. I hope you'll like this video. Definitely click the like button below here or comment, and I'll try to get to the comments. There again, fans, I apologize I don't get to the comments like I should, but I'm going to be honest, just super busy with the podcast and different things I do. It's not that I don't read them, just sometimes I don't have time to get to all the comments. But I do apologize for that. But I do hope you like the video. Very excited, man. I'm just stoked with what all I've picked up recently. And I think what I'll do is let's start with the DVDs. We'll knock them out, and then we'll get to the Blu-rays. I've got probably about 10 or so Blu-rays, about that many VHSs, and some other stuff. So first up is Season 1 of the X-Files on DVD. It's a 6-disc set. I just recently, a couple purchases, of some X-File movies, so I went ahead and got the complete Season 1. I've not watched every one of these episodes, to be honest. I've probably only watched, to memory, maybe 3 or 4 episodes of X-Files, but I'm wanting to kind of get into this and see what it's all about. I know the premise of the X-Files, know kind of what's going on, but I just wanted to check it out. If you see the price tag, it was on sale for $7.90, and then with my discount I got it for like $7.60 after tax. So it's X-Files Season 1. Very excited to have this 20th Century Fox. Cannot wait to crack into it. I don't know exactly how many seasons there is, but I will try to get all of these on DVD. So once again, Season 1, 6-disc set. Flip that over. Another TV series I picked up. My podcast partner, Haddonfield Hatchet, Sean Davis, has been raving about this since it first came out. And it's on FX channel. And I believe this is actually the very last season of it. I think it's season 5 or 6. But it's Justified with Timmy Oliphant. And I love Timothy as an actor. And I thought I'd go ahead and check it out. This is Season 1. And very excited, man. I've watched the first 2 episodes and they're okay. I know it's pilot episode, and usually the first couple you got to kind of fill it out and see what's going on. But I picked this one up. It was under I think it was like, I want to say $10 or less, or $7, something like that. It was really cheap, so I went ahead and picked it up. I'm kind of digging it so far. If you don't know anything about Justified, basically Timothy Oliphant is a sheriff. He was in the Florida area, and because of a murder or a shooting that he caused, they have basically transferred him back to his hometown in Kentucky. So it's kind of one of those deals. He's a modern day cowboy, I reckon you would say, but it's Justified. Pretty entertaining so far, first 2 episodes, but I'll be checking that out further and let you know about it. Next up, this one right here is from Scream Factory, and this is the 4 all-night horror marathon, and it's What's the Matter with Helen, The Vagrant with Bill Paxton, The Godsend, and The Outing. So there you go, little 4-pack. I purchased this from one of my best friends in the world, Justin Beam, and I was able to get this one and a few other titles from him. And I haven't checked any of these out yet, but I know they're going to be awesome. I mean, it's Scream Factory. I don't expect nothing but the best with them. And you open it up, and basically you got both discs. I kind of was upset a little bit with the packaging and the fact that it's only one slot, so both movies go on top of each other. I wish they would have done a double disc. What I'll probably do with this is take the actual cover art. I've got some extra double-sided V8 or DVD cover, so I'll probably be putting that in another case so the other one doesn't get scratched. But there you go, the 4 all-night horror marathon, and really excited to check it out from Scream Factory. And the next one was also from Justin Beam, And this is another Scream Factory Presents TV Terrors with Initiation of Sarah and Are You in the House Alone double feature. Absolutely love these kind of films. And there again, Scream Factory, you can't expect nothing but just awesomeness. And I just knocked my camera a little bit, sorry about that. Let me move it a little bit more. But there's the back of it. And nothing spectacular with the packaging inside, except you got a cool little photo of Morgan Fairchild. And then I cannot remember that other chick's name. I'm going to beat myself for it. That is maybe Kathleen Beller. I'm not for sure. But anyways, The Initiation of Sarah. And also Are You in the House Alone? Scream Factory double pack. Very excited to check that one out. Another one from Justin Beam. This is the Roger Corman's cult classic double feature from Shout Factory, which Scream Factory is the kind of the horror side or horror sci-fi side of Shout. But this is the Roger Corman double feature collection, The Terror Within and Dead Space. There you go. Once again from Shout Factory. And these are on DVD. Very excited to check these out. And just the inside of it, got a little brochure and then some little captions and whatnot. So kind of cool. Can't argue with it. Very excited to have it. I want to thank Justin Beam for selling these to me, man. I was so excited to have it. And I purchased a couple more items from him. I'll show you in a second. But just going with my DVDs. Next one up, I picked this one up for like $1 used, but it's the Battlestar Galactica movie. This is from Universal, and I think the year was 1999. I think it was when this actually released, but it is Battlestar Galactica. Watched it, and I absolutely love this movie, man. I love the old series as well. Such a cool show. And I know they've got the, and boy, I'm blurring up, sorry. I know they've got the modern Battlestar Galactica that was on for a few years, and I never did check out any of those, but the original was just so good, man. Loved it. So there you go on DVD. Alright, next up, let's go to the Blu-rays. Just picked this one up yesterday. This is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. This is the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. On Blu-ray, and this is the steelbook. And I watched it last night, and let me go ahead and show you the back. I'll take this little cover that comes with, and that's the back of the Hunger Games. Pretty cool steelbook. I know Target's got an exclusive as well that looked pretty cool, but this one's got, of course, Jennifer Lawrence on the cover, and she's got her Mockingjay outfit on. There's the code, and then there's the inside of it. You got the Blu-ray DVD combo. Really cool little steelbook. And like I said, I did watch the movie last night. Did not see it in the theaters. I'm a big fan, or a decent fan, of the first two films, so this one was not necessarily a letdown, but just not as much action for me. But I know there is a part 2 of it, and I'm sure that's when all hell's gonna break loose. But once again, it is the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 steelbook. Really cool, man. This was just a really cool, man. I love it from Lionsgate. There you go. Very excited to have it in the collection. I've actually need to buy the other 2 steelbooks of the first 2 films just to have them all. But once again, got that one. Alright, next up from Scream Factory, I finally picked this gem up, and I've been wanting it for a long time. And it's the Scream Factory release of Dolls. And really have not seen this film in a year or two, so I'm really excited to crack it back open. I just love the cover art, man. I love that cartoon artwork, and Scream Factory seems to always knock it out of the park with these. And then the back. Can't wait to crack. I've not even cracked the seal on this one, but I know that the premise, of course, is about these dolls that this older couple and this little kids, and it's just a really fun watch. I'll go ahead and rip it open so we can see what's on the inside here. And once again, it is Scream Factory. It does have the slip cover case. And let's crack it open here. Slide my little disc around. And that's what the inside looks like. There you go with the cover art and everything. And just like Scream Factory usually does, they had the reverse side. This was the original poster art. So many of you that remember the VHS back in the day, that's what it looked like. And I really dig that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and flip mine over like I do all my Scream Factory releases like this, because I have the commissioned art on the slipcover case. So I go ahead and put the original out there, so I've got them both. So there you go, dolls from Scream Factory. Haven't watched it once again, so I don't know how the picture quality or sound, but it does have a ton of features. Audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon and writer Ed Nana. And then you got audio commentary actresses Carolyn Purdy, Gordon, and other cast members. And then you got Toys of Terror, The Making of Dolls, an all-new retrospective featuring Purdy, Gordon, Ian Patrick Williams, executive producer Charles Band. You got special makeup effects artist Gabe Bartolois and John Volek and more. Storyboard to film comparisons, trailer, a lot of bonus features. So very excited to have this. Cannot wait to watch that one. And next up, this was another purchase from my buddy Justin Bean from Scream Factory as well. And this is the horror show. And this one starred Lance Henriksen. And also had, I can't remember the guy's name, Max Jinke. Yeah, Max Jinke, who's played by Brian James. And Brian, you'll recognize in the movie, he was from the movie Shocker, I believe it was, or maybe it wasn't Shocker. He's been in a ton of movies anyways, but you'll recognize him right away. He's the killer right over here. And there you go. And this is, once again, from Scream Factory, and it does have interviews with Rita Taggart and Kane Hodder, and then a theatrical trailer. Not a ton of bonus features, but still, nonetheless, really cool. There's your Blu-ray DVD combo in on the inside, and this is kind of the cover art inside. It says Death-a-thon. There you go, some images, and I'm not going to put that on the outside. I'm actually going to leave it with the horror show. This one, for whatever reason, did not have the commissioned artwork, which is fine. I do dig those, and I do love the actual slipcover cases, but I'm not arguing, man. I can't wait to check it out. It's the horror show. Alright, next up is a couple that I picked up for like $4 on Blu-ray, and the first one is the X-Files. Fight the Future. This was the first movie they released. This is from I think it's Universal or 20th Century Fox. I'm sorry, from 20th Century Fox. This was the first. I know they made 2 movies because I've got them, but I don't know if they made any more. But this one is the first one, and it was really good. I watched this one the other night when I first bought it, and it was really good. It's got a bunch of bonus features, and so I was very impressed. That's why I went ahead and got season 1 of the X-Files, and then the inside is just a plain disc Blu-ray. But I recommend it, man. If you dig sci-fi and you like X-Files, definitely get the movie, man. It's very entertaining. Alright, second one up is the sequel to this, and it's called X-Files I Want to Believe. This one also by 20th Century Fox, and this one came out in 2000 and looks like 2008. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but anyways, it is the X-Files film, and can't wait to check this one out as well. This one's a 2-disc set. I've not cracked it open yet, but as you can tell, I only paid $5 on Blu-ray for it, so very excited. Can't wait to check it out. Alright, next up is a gift from Slasher Matt. If you don't follow Slasher Matt's YouTube channel, definitely do that. Super cool guy. I grew up with him, man. I went to high school with him, and he's got a new podcast he's going to create, or he's actually starting a podcast with a couple other gentlemen, Larry Walsh, and I apologize, but the other name slipped my mind, but it's going to be a horror-based review podcast, much like Land of the Creeps, so definitely stay tuned with that, but follow Slasher Matt's YouTube channel. But it is Troma's Mother's Day. What a fun film this is. If you know anything about Troma, you know you get cheese and all that good stuff, and you definitely get it in Mother's Day. This is such a fun film, and Matt picked this up, I believe, at a horror convention he was at recently and sent it to me, man, and very excited. This one is from Anchor Bay. So I can't wait to crack it open. I've seen this movie I don't know how many times, but I actually honestly did not have it on Blu-ray, so thank you Slasher Matt for picking this up for me, buddy. Awesome. Next one up is just kind of a guilty pleasure movie. It's not horror, it's not sci-fi, it's definitely straight up comedy, but I got a good price on it, and it's Waiting, with Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long, Anna Faris, and different ones. Man, this is such a funny film that I can watch this all the time. I'm telling you what, it will make you realize and appreciate when you go to a restaurant, maybe to do a little bit different. If you cock an attitude, don't do it at a restaurant, because this movie, I'm sure I've worked in restaurants, and I don't think it necessarily follows this to a T, but I'm sure there are restaurants where you send food back, they're probably spitting on that shit, boy, so you might want to watch out. But it is Waiting on Blu-ray, and it's got some bonus features and commentaries and whatnot, so very excited to have that one. And next up is another Scream Factory release. Bought this when it first came out, and it is Robert Englund in Phantom of the Opera. And cool film, man. This one's really good. Probably one of my favorite adaptations of this. Keeping in mind, of course, the original is always going to be the best, but this one is really strong. Got some really great visual effects to it. And this one was directed by Dwight H. Little from the Halloween franchise and some other films, so very good. This one right here was from a ride back in the day, and I just absolutely, man, had to get this one. And Robert Englund was just really awesome in this one. No slipcover case, and really no commissioned art, so this is your inside cover. Just some captions. And what I loved about this film was the way they did Robert Englund's makeup. It was almost like a progression. And he had lots of faces, and it was really awesome. And there's your cover as far as your Blu-ray itself. So a very entertaining film. If you don't own this and you are wanting to see it or you're debating on it, definitely pick it up. It's worth it. It looks great, sounds great. Got an audio commentary with Dwight Little and actor Robert Englund, which is an amazing commentary. Also, the Behind the Mask, the making of the Phantom of the Opera, featuring new interviews with director Dwight H. Little, actors Robert Englund, Jill Sholin, and Alex Hyde-White. I'm telling you, that documentary is worth gold, man. It was just so good. And then you got makeup effects and all that stuff. So definitely check it out, Phantom of the Opera. And then the last Blu-ray I have, and I can't remember if this was on my last video or not. If it is, I'm sorry, you're going to see it again. But I did pick up Ouija, or Ouija, however you want to say it. This is the one that just released in 2014. This is from Universal. And stars Olivia Cook from the series Bates Motel, which is coming March 9th. So if you don't watch Bates Motel, you have Netflix. Check Netflix out, get caught up on season 1 and 2, and then be ready for season 3. I'm telling you, I am addicted to Bates Motel. This one, like I said, does star Olivia Cook, and it's kind of just your typical witch board. Things going wrong when you play with a Ouija board. You got the slipcover case. Got your Blu-ray DVD combo. Inside, I picked this one up for $14.99 used, and it was okay. It was good, don't get me wrong, but it's not a great film by any means. It's kind of predictable, and it is a PG-13 film, so there's not a lot of gore or anything like that. The acting, Olivia Cook was amazing, and some of the acting was good, but it left me kind of a little wanting. I wanted to see more. It sounds great. Got a lot of jump scares like that, but as far as and the picture quality, but as far as the story plot, it was just kind of generic. Nothing out of this world. So, you know, it's a decent watch. I'd wait till it gets down to the 10-15 mark if you're going to buy it. But it is Ouija or Ouija. Alright, next up now, that's all my Blu-rays, all my DVDs out of the way. This next is from Justin Beam as well, and I'm so freaking thankful to him and so excited. I am, of course, a huge Halloween fan. Everybody that knows Greg and Mortis knows that. And I do have a pretty decent Halloween collection along with DVDs, Blu-rays, that kind of deal. But he sent me a bunch of Halloween VHSs. Some of them I had. I think I had 1 or 2 of these, but a lot of them I didn't. So let's jump right into it. First one is the original 1978 Halloween clamshell kind of VHS. There you go. And I did already have this one, but still super excited to have it. It's the special edition. And man, I just love it. It's going to look great on the shelf. Video Treasures, Anchor Bay, the greatest film. I'm telling you, you can argue with me all you want. You will never change my mind. John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween, the greatest film of all time. Hands down, you can't argue with me. I don't care what you say, however you put it, Oscars, whatever. You're not going to change my mind. It's the greatest film ever, and it's 1978 Halloween. Love it. And as a bonus, I also got this one I have really been looking for, and more stoked about this than anything, and it is the original 1978 Halloween collection, once again on VHS. There you go. Big box. This is the limited edition 2 set with the orange tapes, but also something that's really rare is, if you look in the middle, is it does have the Halloween keychain. The tapes themselves seem to be, you can find them from time to time or find the set, but it's really hard to find that keychain. And Justin has hooked me up with that, and I'm so thankful, so excited to have this. This was a limited edition of 40,000. This is 8,481 in the set, and cannot wait to put this on my shelf. So thank you for that, Justin. And next up is a copy of Halloween number 2. There you go. This is the widescreen edition. I've got the regular edition of this on VHS, but I did not have the one with the widescreen. So very excited to have that. That is super cool, super awesome to have. Very excited. I really love Halloween 2. To me, as a child, watching this was so scary, man. This one freaked me out. So there we go. Next up is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And funny, I was looking at this because I do have most of these on VHS, but I've actually got alternate. So this one I did not have because it's got a different front. So I was very excited to get that one. And I really like this one because of the 3, skeleton, the witch, and the pumpkin head from the movie, and the shamrock mask. So very excited to have this one as well on VHS, so add to the collection. And then we got the hard shell Halloween number 4, the return of Michael Myers, which I absolutely love. This, the introduction to Danielle Harris's character. And this one is a thicker clamshell style that I did not have of this one. And it's really cool because this is a collector's edition. But for whatever reason, I didn't have this one. I just have a different version. I've actually, which I got this one. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I did not have this one as far as this clamshell style. I did have the Halloween 4, but this is the CBS Fox one. I did not have the CBS Fox one. It's got a different font. It's got the CBS Fox logo kind of deal, so I did not have this one. Same movie, just different release of it. So did not have this one, so excited to have it. So far I'm doing great. Then we go to the Halloween 5, much like the Halloween 4, the clamshell one, which is the heavier special edition, collector's edition. There you go. Very cool. Danielle Harris returned in the second part of this one. This one right here, of course, the Revenge of Michael Myers. Did not have that one. I did have this one with this cover, but once again, this is the CBS Fox Presents, which I did not have. So another one that I did not have in the collection. So there you go. Season 5, or episode 5, or however you want to call it. Next up is the Curse of Michael Myers. Bam, on VHS. Did not have this one, so very excited to have this one to add to the collection on VHS. I originally had this one. I don't know what happened to my cover, and it was just the tape, and I think I sold it or gave that one away because I didn't have the actual cover. So glad that Justin sent me this one, so that'll go to my collection. And he also got me the producer's cut. This is the Ultimate Halloween 6 Producer's Cut video. Just come in a black case, and then you got the Producer's Cut there. And now if you own the Halloween box set that just released from Anchor Bay Screen Factory, as I do, you've got this on Blu-ray transfer, but it's cool to have it on on VHS. And then lastly but not least, one of my favorites in the series is H2O. And I did own this one, but it's cool to have another copy of it because mine was kind of beat up. This one's in a little bit better shape. So it is the H2O. There you go. So that is my Blu-ray DVD update. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked it, definitely give me that thumbs up, comment below. If you don't, check out my podcast, Land of the Creeps podcast, definitely check it out at landofthecreeps.blogspot.com. There is a link right here below where you can click it and check out our latest episodes. It's available on iTunes and Stitcher as well, so go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any. I'm fixing to hit episode 100 coming up in a few weeks, so very excited about that. But all my links below here. Hit that thumbs up, like it, comment, and until next time, this is Greg Mortis. This is my little world of horror, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace!